Hey, yogis. Well, we're not going to be together for a while, and I've been thinking about what we could all do during the holidays that's easy. You can bust it out while you're standing around in the kitchen. And nerve flossing came to mind as something that all of us modern human beings need. Some of us need one of the three exercises that we'll be doing more than the others. And you'll know by how much sensation you have when you're doing it. That'll be kind of your indicator of like, oof, I really need this. I also think it's a fun party trick to share with family and friends. Inevitably, you get together and so, you ask about your health and someone's complaining they can't sleep because their hands are going numb. I hear it from people who are having a hard time quilting, have their hands in front of them, riding motorcycles, snowmobiling this season, that kind of thing. So here's a quick down and dirty on 3 things you can do for nerve flossing, which really is about kind of lubricating and cleaning out that whole nerve line, which keep in mind, our nerves run all the way, in the case of our arms like this, from the fingertips and all the way up into the cranium. So you're really talking to a long, long line, even as you're doing these very simple moves. So first, you're in prayer hands. And for this, you want your hands, if possible, to be all the way together, not apart, and at the same height as the forearms. And you simply go gently side to side to the full range of motion, but without overdoing, without taking one shoulder with you. So just peacefully back and forth, breathing and noticing. We'll do about 10 or so each way. I really like to pause at that end of the range of motion to notice, oh, where am I feeling it? Right in that kind of tennis elbow, golf elbow sort of thing. You might be feeling it more in your finger. A little add-on you can do is when you're at the end of that range of motion, you can take your middle finger and press the other finger a little further away, and that will intensify that stretch. All right, so noticing, breathing, and when you're done, let's just sort of roll it out. Yeah. Okay. Next, we're going to do sort of waiter carrying a tray of drinks, essentially. And so your hand is flexed back, palms pointed back, fingertips pointed back. And then you're going to just slowly dump your tray of drinks with those fingertips still now pointing down. And then as you come up, they're pointing back. So down, back, and breathing, of course. And I'm learning that it's really important for me to not like overdo, right? So not like, "Urgh." It's just this gentle, easy thing. I mean, that's why I'm here and kind of my jammies hanging out with you, right? This is not a big athletic, hard thing to do. Just smooth, soft movements, being curious and noticing. I'll go to the other side. And when you're doing this, a little add-on, if you want to, again, very gently as you explore it, would be to take your head away from that hand and then return it back. And, play with it. It might be of a certain amount ear towards shoulder. It might be a certain amount kind of rotating, looking away as if you're like, ooh, no, I didn't want to see that. Something like that, right? Again, get really curious. Is this side different? One of my favorite questions, as you know. All right. Again, just breathing and really tuning in to the subtlety of sensation and how it might be different on each side, and about 10 to 12 each side. And then again, just sort of wiggle and move it out. The third one, you start with your hand in front, and then you're going to simply go behind with your hand and bringing your fingertips together. I think of it as like a little beak, but you're going to bring it together as if you were hoping someone would like put a tip there in the little cup of your hand. All right. So hands in front, and then try to really straighten your elbow as you cock that wrist and bring your kind of little beak hand behind you. Be careful about, again, overdoing. Don't rotate. Don't try to go back so far that it rotates your shoulder head forward. Okay, not good for us or helpful. So it's a relatively small movement. And again, some of you may not even really feel much as you do this. A little add-on, if you want, when that beak is back, rotate it just a little out to the side And if you're like me and a big part of what you deal with is also in that elbow junction, this might really help you feel that. Let's do the other side. Okay, we've got our hand in front. And sometimes I use that moment to really expand the stretch of the hand. If you've been doing a lot of things with your hands kind of gripping or curled, and bringing that beak back. Tuning into breath, slow, deep, and wide. You know, with this stretch as well, or this nerve flux, you could also add that head movement of the head moving gently away from the hand as you extend the arm and then coming back. Again, please be gentle with this, especially if you have a history of neck injury or kind of any nerve compression, TMJ. You know, it could kind of irritate up into here without you being aware. So if you're going to add the head movement, I would do, you know, you're doing 10 to 12 of the arm each side. Maybe just do the head movement, you know, 3-4 times, see how you feel the next day. Ideally, if you're experiencing any of the nerve, again, pain, tingling, pressure, pain, numbness in your hands or arms, I would play with this, do it once a day, twice a day. In my case, it helped immediately bring the stuff I was experiencing down to a much more manageable level. And I hope that it really will help you feel great throughout the holidays and maybe even share a fun party trick with your loved ones and make them feel good too. Thanks for tuning in. Big love. And we will see you again soon at the mat. Take good care. Bye.